Hi, welcome to my channel. Straight to the point, today I want to show you some great value budget shoes that under $50 and you can easily find them on Amazon. I think a couple of them may be slightly over $50 depending on the sales that they are doing, but you can add them to your Amazon wish list so that you can keep track of the pricing. I'm sure you can get a good deal very soon. The shoes I cover today including daily casual walking shoes for summer and outdoor hiking boots. Also, if you need some dressy shoes, I have some for you as well. So stick around and let's see which one fit your needs. So if you are curious, why do I want to show you these shoes? There are multiple reasons. First of all, of course, because they asked me if I want to try their shoes, the company Bruno, Marc and Nortiv 8. They asked me if I would do an unboxing and first impression review video on YouTube, and these are the shoes that I requested. You can easily find them on Amazon and I will share some coupon codes for you as well. Before going further, I do want to mention that this is not a sponsored video. I don't make any money if you buy those shoes. I simply get a chance to try out these shoes and tell you my first impression and my observation. Since I have many pair of shoes to show you today, let's get to it and start the first one. The first one I wanted to show you is this from Nortiv 8 ankle high hiking boots. Let's open it up. This is the box. So apparently this pair of boots also come with a replacement shoelaces. Put it aside. Let's take it out. So before getting into too technical, looking at these shoes, I do really like it. And of course I like it because I picked the green color. As some of you may know that I have been really into green color bags, so I thought that a green hiking boots would match up well with my bags when I try to style my bags. And I do like the design. Can you believe it? This is under $50. I'm pretty impressed. On the outside you get this rubber outsole. Try to show you here, it does give you a good grip. And then it has this protective toe cap. I think it can handle some impact for sure. And then this is waterproof as well. I'm sure they have some coating on the boots, but I think if you want extra protection, you probably want to spray it regularly after you use it for a while. And then you see this padded collar so that it can wrap around your ankles and give you extra comfort, especially when you're hiking, you're walking on this tough situation sometimes, so it probably would give you extra stability. So for the second reason, I wanted to show you this great value shoe because recently I have been seeing a lot of debate about luxury goods. People have been discussing that if you deduct the cost of the material, the label, and some maybe marketing expenses, you often overpay for the products. And always we know that for luxury goods, we are paying for the logo. So sometimes I ask myself, if I take away the logo, would I pay for that price? I'm sure you know the answer. So now let's continue look at these great value shoes. They may not have the biggest name, but I do think that if you have specific needs, if you need new shoes, these shoes would work well without causing you too much. The second pair I want to show you is Nortiv 8 military boots, combat boots. Let's open it up. This is the box. This is a gray color pair and they have other colors as well. I chose gray because I have too many black color boots, so I thought gray would be a different colors for me to try. Similar to the previous pair of hiking boots I showed you, has this rubber outsole. Also have the padded collar here to give you extra comfort. I do find their shoes quite comfortable, especially these outdoor shoes. And then I believe this is genuine leather. Not sure what kind of leather, but from the description, they seem to use real leather on this one. And then on the side you see this breathable material so that when you go hiking, when you walk outdoor, it won't get too hot for you. What I find interesting is it comes with this easy to put on zipper. This is YKK zipper, by the way. So you unzip this and it's easier to put on the shoes. I have tried this and it does work. You know, sometimes when we buy shoes and products, we are not sure that if they actually would work, but I have tried this and it does work. So that's good. I love that It's easier to put on, you don't have to deal with laces all the time. So when I try it on, I do think that these shoes have pretty good padding. With this EVA midsole, it does give you a good shock absorbent. Next, I have some dress shoes to show you. Before I continue, I'd like to share that in the past, when I attended wedding events, especially at the wedding, sometimes I heard that groomsmen complained about how much it costs to put together the outfit. So I thought, this is perfect because all these are under $50. So sometimes when you go to an event or you don't have many occasions to wear dressy shoes, this would be a good fit for you. You don't have to spend so much on the shoes, and then at the end, the shoes basically just sit on the shelf for a long time. Open it up. It comes with this sleeve. They stuff it quite well. So take me for an example. Now I live in the countryside and I work from home. So I rarely go to events, maybe sometimes going out for dinner at night. Otherwise, I really don't dress up as much. So it doesn't make sense for people like me to spend over $1,000 on the pair of dress shoes, because at the end, I probably would wear it like maybe 5 to 10 times a year. Before I talk too much, let's look at the shoes. It has some detailing on the side panels. And I like that the silhouette of the shoes is really simple and straightforward, because shoes like that will stay in trend for longer. If you buy certain dress shoe that has, for example, the square toe, the trend seems to come and go. Sometimes it's not versatile enough to wear it all year long. And I'm amazed at the detailings they put in for the outsole. And also look like the heel is made from wood as well. Maybe you can hear. So this is Bruno Marc's former Oxford shoes, and last time I checked, I think they are around $40. Can you believe it? So if you need dressy shoes for a certain occasion and you need it fast, Amazon could be helpful for you. And this shoe definitely looks good enough for you to show at the event or at the wedding. And then I have another pair of dress shoes for you. Open it up. They also come with this protective sleeve. Similar with the previous pair, you do get this design pattern on the outsoles with the wood heel, and then the leather lining on the side, and then padded insoles to give you extra comfort. This one has a little bit of detailing on the toe cap area. I like shoes that's kind of on the simple side, because sometimes when you go to the event, you don't want people stare at your shoes. I would prefer people look at my face than keep staring at my fancy shoes. So I think this kind of dressy shoes would be great for event, or if you need it for your work. Now people going back to work in the office and you need it for your everyday office job, this would be a great one. Next, I'm going to show you some casual summer shoes. The reason I'm into trying out this great value budget shoe, because sometimes I was thinking I had paid more for shoes in the past, but after a season or two, they may not be in trend anymore. They just sit in my closet for a year or two. And then when you look at it again, and then they look worse than the shoe that you don't want to buy at Goodwill. So I feel like even though I pay more, but I kind of wasted my money. So I think sometimes great value shoes, especially you don't plan to wear it for long term, you can save your money and use it somewhere else. So open it up. To be honest, I'm really excited about this pair of shoes because it has this kind of knitted fabric. It would be great for summer. When summer is hot, you want something that's breathable. You don't want to wear something too thick that keeps your feet too warm, and well, we don't want to go home with a smelly feet, especially if you go on a date. You don't want to show up with smelly feet, right? So this is an interesting one. It has the pull tab at the back, and this collar area, it kind of looks like you're wearing socks. It's really flexible and stretchy. And also, inside of it, it has extra padding on the heel area so that to prevent chafing. And then it has memory foam insole. It's actually thicker than I thought. You probably get about half to 1 inch taller if you wear these summer shoes. Always good to have extra benefit, right? And I love this deep blue color. It just goes well with everything. Sometimes a simple casual shoe like that is easier when you are rushing out of the door. You don't have to think. Next, I have another pair of their Grand 01 summer shoes. Somehow they came in a different style of box, but they actually is the same. I'm really liking this color. I don't know how to call this color, maybe taupey color? This color is so classic and versatile. Recently, a lot of high-end brands come out with clothing that in these similar tones. So buying these, you can match these affordable budget shoes with more expensive clothing and keep your feet cool, so why not, right? Anyway, I hope you like the shoes I picked to show you today. Maybe some of you may have seen this brand or these shoes on Amazon before and wondering if the quality is any good. So I thought that I would take the opportunity to show you their shoes since they offer to send me to try. So now that hopefully you can look closer on these shoes and maybe seeing how I style it, and you get a better idea that if these shoes work for you. After I finish filming, I'll make sure I try to find all the link I could to all these shoes. So if you are interested, you can check them out. I don't make any money, I just wanted to show you all these shoes. And maybe you would find 1 or 2 pair that works for you. Thanks for joining me today, and if you'd like to know how well these shoes last in the future, maybe you can consider subscribe and maybe I'll do an update video in the future. I hope you enjoy your day and have a great week, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!